Hi guys, welcome to Hoops Junction. We just witnessed a great game, an epic game, down to the wires. This is like one of the games that we've been asking for a long time from these past NBA playoffs, like the past 3 NBA playoffs. The first NBA playoffs, we had like 3 overtime games. Second NBA playoffs that these two faced off in, 6 blowouts, 1 close game. This game tonight was like everything. It had ups and downs for Cleveland, ups and downs for the Warriors. Warriors came out blitzing, 39 points in the first quarter. Then Kyrie Irving took over in the third quarter, and Cleveland had a command. They had a basically in the playoffs when you're up like 6, 7, 8 in the fourth quarter, like 5 or 6 in the fourth quarter, you could do certain things to put it away. Like Jeff Van Gundy said, LeBron should have attacked the basket a little bit more. But here's the thing. Cleveland was playing at Golden State Warriors pace. They said they don't want to change anything. They don't want to slow the game down, etc., etc. Now here's the thing. When they played at that pace, they weren't really getting what they wanted. When they started running those plays for Kyrie coming off screens and then getting the pick and roll and going downhill, that's when Kyrie was getting busy. But then when they started trying to like shoot quick threes, that wasn't working. I felt like LeBron and Kyrie could have did a way better job of controlling the pace of the game down the stretch. Because LeBron had like a one-on-one opportunity against Klay Thompson. He blew the finish. He's gassed. Kyrie Irving, he had a 2-for-1 opportunity because Durant hit that huge 3. We're going to talk about Durant in a second. But we're going to just give you a synopsis of the game, basically. Hits a huge 3. And Kyrie Irving is trying to dance on him. And that's here. And see, that's the thing about Kyrie. Like, a lot of people don't understand. And this is why when people say he's better than Steph, that's why I part my ways, because Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler, best finisher in the game, but strategically wise, he doesn't understand sometimes time and score. They're so used to LeBron James being a point guard that, you know, it's like they take all responsibility off Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is an all-star caliber player. He's an NBA champion. He needs to know these things. He needs to be one of those guys for Tyronn Lue, like, okay, we need a quick 2-for-1. Let me dribble real quick, then shoot. Let me not over dribble or whatever the case. So that hurt them. That really hurt them, because what Durant did, he went for the 2-for-1. He got the 3, so Cleveland came back and shot and made it. Golden State will have all the time in the world to close out the game and, you know, free throws, whatever they may have you. So that's my little knock on Kyrie Irving. I think he's an excellent player. I think sometimes, just like Stephen Curry might not be great on defense, sometimes I feel like Kyrie's not really great on defense. But, like, honestly, why would you expect a 6'2", 6'3" player to be great on defense against, like, big dudes? Like, LeBron's 6'8". You know what I'm saying? He's scoring on KD. KD's scoring on LeBron. KD's 6'10". Like, what you expect a Kyrie or Stephen Curry to do against guys that are bigger than them? Of course they're going to score. But, man, like, this game was back and forth. If you watch the first quarter, Warriors look like they're going to blow it out the water. Then Cavaliers come back with a 29-point quarter, outscore the Warriors. Then the Cavaliers, the third quarter, it felt like the game was about to blow it open like last year. And like Kevin Durant said, they kept it close, and that worked out in their favor, because in the fourth quarter, the Cleveland Cavaliers were absolutely gassed. And that's Tyronn Lue's fault. LeBron James barely got in the post. I don't know if this dude's scared to get in the post. He's scared to bang down there. This game has and it's not his fault. It's the coach's fault. It's the coaching criminality, like the words of B-Ball Breakdown, because it's just like you have the best player. If he gets in the post, they're going to double collapse on him. You could even put it where you do the little switch with Curry on the pick and roll. You seal Curry, get in the post, and score over him every single time. Because that's what the Golden State Warriors were doing in the, I believe it was in the fourth quarter or second quarter with Kevin Durant. They were getting that little low post screen. Curry will screen for Durant. Durant will have Jefferson on his heels. He put him in the post, and Durant will get free throws to score. So it's just like, it's small things, man. It's small things. Like Cleveland, really, like game 2 was the game for them to steal. This game 3 was pivotal. They could not have lost this, and they lost it. And it was due to boneheaded mistakes. It was due to like playing that short rotation. Like they didn't bring Derrick Williams in the game at all. Darren Williams only played a few minutes. Like they had to give LeBron and Kyrie a blow, man. These guys LeBron James had 39 points. He had 8 rebounds, like 8 assists. Like what else do you want from the guy, man? Like honestly, you can't really. I mean, I could put it on LeBron, I could put it on Kyrie, but I'll be really hating. Like, that's hating. You can't hate on those guys. But mental mistakes, mental lapses, and Golden State was just too smart for that. They learned from them. They learned from their mistake, man. They learned from their mistake, and they played an absolutely great game. The Golden State Warriors scored 29 in the fourth quarter due to that pace, due to that up and down pace. Cleveland cannot keep up. They got a whole bunch of old geezers, a bunch of guys that just, Kyle Korver missed like 3 open threes just because he was tired. He had to get back on Durant, get back on Curry, get back on Clay. Tired. And Klay Thompson, wonderful. Let's go to quickly to the box score, man. We're just gonna quickly ramp up to the box score because honestly, this game wasn't necessarily even about like the stars or nothing. This game boiled down to X's and O's and talent, like X's and O's. But more, it's not like LeBron lost the game, Kyrie. It's more like Cleveland did not have a game plan down the stretch. They didn't think like, okay, what if they hit a 3? What do we do? What if we do this? Like, it's just like down the stretch, their game plan was like, whatever. Like, we're going to start with Cleveland. LeBron James, 39 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, almost had a triple-double. He's basically going to average a triple-double in these finals, basically. If game 4, he plays the same way. Kyrie Irving, 38 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Kyrie Irving was -9 in this game. LeBron +7, Kyrie -9. Kyrie took 29 shots. LeBron took 27. I would like to see it flipped. I would like to see LeBron take more shots. Maybe take 30 shots and Kyrie takes 27 shots. But that's just my opinion. Whatever. J.R. Smith played a better game. He had 16 points. He had 5 threes. Now, everybody was talking about, a Sports Nation on ESPN. Last year, JR hit 5 threes. This year, he hit 5 threes, and it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Cavs bench didn't get anything from it. They got 11 points from their bench. 8 from Korver, 2 from Shumpert, 1 from Jefferson. Look, man, you can't play your bench 1, 2, 3, 4. They only had 4 guys in rotation. No, yeah. Derek Williams didn't get any burn. Channing Frye didn't get any burn. Like, it's just like Channing Frye could have made somewhat of a difference, especially when you went 4 flat. I felt like that was dead wrong for them not even to play him. Maybe he can't defend really well, but at the end of the day, the Cavs had a lead. Him being on the court would have been an extra shooter on the court that could have helped Cleveland. Cleveland took 44 threes. They only made 12. They shot 27% from 3. That's awful. And then they shot 44% from the field. They took 90 shots. 90 shots. That means you're getting up and down the court, up and down the court, up and down the court. I said Cleveland had to up their assist to win this game. I wrote an article about this on hoopsjunction.com. They only had 17 assists. They needed to have 20 to 25 assists to win this game. Rebounds, they had 37. Golden State out-rebounded them yet another game. They had 44 rebounds. It's unacceptable. I don't know if the Kardashian curse is real. I don't know what's going on with that shit. But here, pardon my language. Here's the thing. You can't have Tristan Thompson playing like this. Like, that's awful. That's awful. They overpaid him, and now look what he's repaying them back. Tristan Thompson had 3 rebounds. Kevin Love played a solid game. He had 9 points, 13 rebounds, 6 steals. The 6 steals helped. The rebounds really helped because that's what gave Cleveland a push. Gave them like a 6-point lead, 7-point lead. But overall, watching the game, you got the sense where Cleveland could close this out. There was a 3 missed by Korver, I believe. There was a turnaround jumper LeBron took, and then that boneheaded little move Kyrie made with the step back with a big try to take step back 3. He bounced back from like almost near the free throw line all the way back to the 3-point line, and he's off balance, like it's hero ball basically. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. On to the winning team. Klay Thompson, 30 points, 6 for 11 from 3. Stephen Curry, 26 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. Stephen Curry's not down in it. He had 13 rebounds. Stephen Curry's a small fry. He's a shrimp, and he's getting 13 rebounds. This is disgusting for Cleveland to get out-rebounded. But I think they basically got out-rebounded by Stephen Curry this entire series by himself. Draymond Green, look, man, gets a tech, gets 5 fouls. He comes through, he plays solid defense, he makes hustle play, he gives them energy. He's an energy guy. 8 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Then you got KD, the bad boy. This is who we're gonna spend the entire rest of the segment on. Kevin freaking Durant, 31 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, 10 for 18. I'm gonna tell you what was so impressive about KD. Here's another thing. And before I get to KD, Cavs only played 4 guys on their bench. The Golden State Warriors played their entire bench. McAdoo played. So they played their entire bench. So that's why they can run up and down, because they're not playing like a 7-man rotation, 9-man rotation. They're playing all their guys. West played, Barnes played, McAdoo, Iguodala, McGee, McCall, Livingston, Clark. Even though some guys didn't score, it just like takes the load off. Even in the third quarter when Cleveland made their run, you saw Curry sitting on the bench, Durant sitting on the bench. That's another mistake by Tyronn Lue. You got to play all your guys. This is like do or die. You can't necessarily like go one-on-one. It doesn't work. Back to Kevin Durant. KD was the man. You got to admit this. He had 16 points in the first half. Third quarter, I think he only got like 3 free throws or something like that. Let me just see if I can get a breakdown of his scoring by quarter. He only had 16 points in the first half. In the fourth quarter, he had 14 points. 14 points. And the biggest shot that he hit, he grabs the board, comes down the court, cool as the other side of the pillow, hits the 3. Hits the 3 that made Golden State go up by 1. The Kyrie Irving's little dance, shoots, misses. He hits 2 free throws. I mean, Kevin Durant is a bad boy. And you gotta give him a lot of respect due to the simple fact that it's not like he came here and he was like, well, I want to win the championship and I'm only gonna score 15 points a game, 17 points a game. He dominated. This boy averaged 30-some points through the finals. He made key plays, balling out key passes. There were some passes in the fourth quarter, that got David West some open shots. He dominated. You got to give him respect. It was just when LeBron James won his first title, it's similar to that in a way, in a sense. When LeBron was dominating and stuff like this, but the way Kevin Durant dominates, he picks up the guys on defense. He rebounds. He shoots threes. He drives the basket. He makes the correct pass. It's just I feel like he was in purgatory in Oklahoma City, and when he came to Golden State, it's not only did you see his talents, but you see his maturity and his growth. Some of these plays, he wouldn't make them in Oklahoma City. Some of the decision making, he would have poor decision making in Oklahoma City. Down the stretch, he played an awesome game. Golden State Warriors basically outsmarted the Cavs down the stretch. And you got to give a big ups to Steve Kerr, because he called a couple timeouts to give Golden State a blow. And he even had a play for Klay Thompson. He missed a wide open 3, which could have gave them a 2-point lead earlier. So, I mean, you got to really tip your hat to Golden State. To go on that floor where LeBron James and Kyrie Irving are rolling, to win that game, to clutch it out. I mean, with Kevin Durant with the pull-up, that's going to go down in playoff history right there. Him with that pull-up. The same way that Kyrie Irving's step back 3 was iconic in Game 7, that pull-up with Durant, that was cold-blooded. That made me get out my seat. Oh man. What else you want the Cavs to do? What else you want them to do? I had a lot more respect for the Cavs. I didn't call a sweep. I didn't disrespect anybody like that. A lot of in my comments, people was this is a sweep. This is a sweep. I kind of felt like it was an overreaction. I felt like, okay, Cavs are going to play better. They played a lot better, man, but it's very demoralizing. Just shoot 51% at the half, and you're only up. You're down 6. You know what I'm saying? It could have been more if Zaza didn't tug on people. So it's very demoralizing. Warriors are for real, man. I know they got a lot of breaks and stuff like that in the playoffs, or whatever the case is, but even if you get breaks, it's they could have had so many letdowns in certain games. And this is one of the games where you just pack it in. Draymond Green's not really rolling. A lot of guys weren't rolling. Zaza Pachulia had 0 points. You know what I mean? A lot of guys off the bench had 0 points, but they toughened it out. Steve Kerr made sure that he got his guys a rest. Ian Clark was getting schooled, but they still kept him in the game. give Curry a rest, gave Durant a rest. Iguodala came back with a big steal. But at the end of the day, this series is all about Kevin Durant. Everybody was saying like, well, this is, if he comes there, he's not the man, then, this doesn't mean anything. He's just another key card. Guess what? He's the man, and basically he's the reason why they're gonna win the NBA Finals. And I don't know if it's a sweep or not. I'm not gonna disrespect anybody. I'm not gonna make anybody upset. But after this game, it's over. It's over. It's over. Kevin Durant dropped the mic on that 3-point shot, man. You gotta be a cold-blooded guy. You gotta have Shaq theme music. Who, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta be cold-blooded to shoot that shot, man. Like a damn reptile. That's that Kobe status. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction with Hoops Meets Hoopla. Peace.